Oh, howdy, folks. Here are the unfortunate freeze victims of last year. I absolutely love my new place, but it does snow about 6 months out of the year, and temperatures get into the negatives during the dead of winter, which is not great for my collection. And, so yeah, some of these have mysteriously cracked. We'll go through them one at a time, starting with my 1987 Murray Savoy with the UR tank. This one isn't too bad, but it somehow developed a crack all the way around the rim. So I'm not going to bother trying to save that. The tank is still good, so I'll salvage what parts I can out of there. Well, that was interesting. It might be broken a little further down than I thought. Maybe that was just from trying to dry bowl flush it. Should have left a little more in the bowl, though. I wonder if there's a crack underneath it somewhere, too, just letting it drain out through the siphon jet channel. Anyways, next up is my blue 1972 Kohler Wellworth. I'm not terribly upset about this one because when I first got it, it already had this chip. But it was still a good flusher, so that's pretty unfortunate. Open the lid here. You can see it's broken in the trapway too. And this gives us a good look inside the siphon jet channel. It did develop this crack all the way up too. The tank on this one is still good. And what's unfortunate about this is that it's running on 100% original parts. Original handle, brass fill valve, the ball style flapper. So that's pretty unfortunate. So I'll salvage that fill valve, of course. Let's just see what happens here. That's about what I expected. Now I do still have the chunk that broke out there, so I can try to stick that back on and maybe hold it with my foot. And see if we can get some better results out of it. And then here's my 1957 Forward Trapper that came out of an old trailer house. This one already had like 1 million cracks in it when I got it. So this hasn't changed at all, but this will be the last couple of flushes that we see before I plant flowers in it next year. No siphon. This toilet doesn't like dry bowl flushing. And probably most disappointing is my 1978 Elger Emblem. I have not had a lot of luck with this thing. It started with accidentally shattering the tank lid a while back. And then I seriously don't know what happened. Last year it was inside, and somehow I thought it was all dry. It developed a crack here. Oops. It's cracked all up under the rim there. So the rim's totally exposed. Obviously that chunk missing out of the bowl. Now there's a piece starting to lift up there. There's the Elger logo. And then literally just from picking it up and trying to move it over here, this whole chunk broke off of the front. So I have the pieces there, and you can see into the siphon jet channel here as well. So I think what I'll do, I might just try to stick these back on and hopefully not have too much leakage out of the siphon jet. Okay, I can't get those to stay, so I'm just gonna see what happens like this. Also, a little disclaimer, please be extremely careful playing with broken porcelain. Very easy to cut yourself. Yeah, it's about what I expected. So yeah, this one, the tank is still good, but no telling how long that's gonna last considering everything else. Anyways, I will refill this one and see why this one won't hold water. Be back in a minute. Okay, so back again. Refilled these two. And I flipped this guy over. And sure enough, it's broken right at the siphon jet. And it's cracked all the way through to the trapway. So that's why when it flushed, it drained very quickly and then looked like it was like backflowing through the siphon jet. It was really weird to see. So yeah, that one's done. This one, I found the front piece here. Which, yeah, look at that. So, ridiculous as this is, I'm going to try to hold that with my knee. And then get one more flush here. Well, that was interesting. I almost thought it was going to siphon, but obviously not because of all that stuff broken. And there's some water in here. Try to give this, see if this guy will siphon. Nice. So yeah, that's that. Nothing crazy exciting in this video. I just thought some of you guys might want to see some final flushes on these before I turn them into flower pots next year. Look very lovely in front of my house. And the rest of my collection is nice and safe inside this trailer. I have big plans in here, but see, I've got them lined up all the way to the back. Every one of these survived last winter, no problem. So hopefully they continue to survive. They should be safe in here. But I want to dedicate this whole trailer to just be like kind of where they're all lined up, just be like one great big test stand. I think that'd be really cool. And then I can even insulate it and maybe put a heater in there. Keep them all warm for the winter. And then there's the plebe from the last video. And then these will all be flower pots, except maybe not that one, if that just keeps on crumbling apart. We'll see what happens. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.